There is nothing new in Wall Street. Whatever happens today has happened before and will happen again.
These words belongs to Jesse Livermore, the boy planter, a runaway farm boy with $5 in his pocket, who became one of the most feared traders in history. He made fortunes predicting crashes, including the Great Depression, earning the modern equivalent of over $1 billion. But his story didn't end in triumph, it ended in tragedy. This is the rise and fall of Jesse Livermore. Jesse was born in 1877 in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. His father believed in hard labor, not education, but Jesse's mother secretly encouraged him to seek a different life. At 14, with just $5 from his mother, Jesse left the farm and boarded a train to Boston. He found work as a quotation board boy, chalk writing stock prices inside a brokerage office. But while other boys just copied numbers, Jesse studied them. He began noticing patterns. Price movements repeated themselves, and at local bucket shops, gambling halls where you could bet on stocks without owning them, he started testing his theories. He won again and again, so often, in fact, that bucket shops began banning him. That's when he earned his nickname, the boy plunger, for his daring outside bet.
There is nothing like losing all you have in a world for teaching you what not to do. And when you know what not to do, you begin to learn what to do.
In 1907, America faced a banking panic. Depositors rushed to withdraw money. Banks collapsed and credit froze. As stock prices plunged, Livermore bet against leading companies like Union Pacific. His short trades turned $1 million into $3 million, an incredible fortune at the time. For a moment, he was on top of the financial world, but fortune is fleeting. Flushed with overconfidence, Jesse ignored his own rules and made reckless bets. Within months, much of his fortune was gone. Later he reflected,
The game taught me the game, and it didn't spare me the rod while teaching. There is nothing new in Wall Street. Whatever happens today has happened before and will happen again.
Through trial and error, Livermore refined a set of trading rules that would become timeless. Cut loss quickly, let winners run, the trend is your friend, don't follow tips, trust your system. By the roaring 1920s, Livermore was a Wall Street legend. He lived in mansions, sailed yachts, and was known as the Great Bear of Wall Street. But while he mastered the market, he could not master himself. Failed marriages, lawsuits, and personal demons followed him everywhere.
The big money is not in the buying or the selling, but in the waiting.
The late 1920s were a time of mania. Stocks had risen for nearly a decade. Fueled by easy credit, ordinary Americans were buying shares on margin, borrowing up to 90% of the purchasing price. Livermore saw the danger. Quietly, he began shorting leading stocks, betting against giants like US Steel and General Motors. On October 29, 1929, Black Tuesday, the bubble burst. Investors rushed to sell, but no buyers remained. Brokers couldn't keep up, prices collapsed, wiping out billions in hours. While millions lost everything, Jesse Livermore made more than $100 million, over $1.5 billion in today's money. He was hailed as a genius, but he once warned,
After a man makes money in the stock market, the worst thing that can happen is to lose it. The next worst thing is to win it.
Despite his brilliance, Livermore could not keep his fortune. Bad investments, lawsuits, and personal crises eroded his wealth. In 1935, a shocking scandal rocked his family. His wife, Dorothy, was a heavy drinker and prone to violent outbursts. One night, after a drunken argument, she shot their teenage son, Jesse Jr. The bullet struck his chest but narrowly missed his heart. He survived, but the story made national headlines, humiliating the family. For Jesse Sr., already burdened by financial troubles, it was another crashing blow.
A man must believe in himself and his judgment if he expects to make a living of this game. That's why I don't believe in tips.
In November 1940, at age 63, Jesse Livermore entered a Sherry Netherlands hotel in Manhattan. He wrote a final note to his wife, apologizing for what he called a life of failure. Then he took his own life. The world has lost one of its greatest traders. Livermore's book, Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, remains the Bible of trading. His rules still guide traders a century later, but his family was haunted by tragedy. Jesse Jr. survived the 1935 shooting, but died by suicide in 1975. Paul, his youngest son, also died by suicide in 1981. 3 generations of Livermores, all ending the same way. His story is more than finance. It is a reminder that markets are not just numbers, they are human, exposing every weakness we carry. A man will raise half of his fortune in the stock market with less reflection than he devotes to the selection of a medium-priced automobile. Skill can make you rich, but only discipline can keep you rich. This was the rise and fall of Jesse Livermore, the boy plunger. For more market stories that matter, subscribe to 7 Pips.